Students, welcome to the lecture series of parallel computing. In today's lecture, I am going to discuss about the relative strength of the PRAM model. In the previous lecture, I have discussed about the PRAM model architecture, what are the different model of PRAM and how they do their computation. For today I will do the revision of some of the points, and then later on we will move to the next point. First of all, let's talk about the PRAM computation steps, how the execution starts in the PRAM model. First of all, we know that a PRAM consists of a global memory, a control unit, and an unbounded set of P processors where each processor have their index number through which they can be enable or disable. Initially, only one processor get activated, and during its computation, it activate all other processors. So let's have a look on the PRAM computation steps. Here, a PRAM computation start with the input stored in the global memory and a single active processing element. If we have a P number of processor, then only one processor at a time will get activated to do any type of execution. During each step of the computation, an active enabled processor may read a value from a single private or global memory location. They perform a single RAM operation and then write into one local or global memory location. Each processor have their own private memory also, where they can store their immediate data. So it depends upon the processor whether after doing the computation or before starting the computation they will read the value from its own private memory or from the global memory. During a computation, a process may activate another processor. All active enabled processors must execute the same instruction on different memory location. The computation terminates when the last processor halt. So what we have concluded that initially only one processor get activated, and while during its computation it activates all other processor, and all these processors execute the same instructions. Depending upon, they will read the data from the same memory location or from the different memory location. The processing will terminate only when the last processor halt. Now next move to the PRAM model. I told you that there are three PRAM model because there is a global memory where all the processor can do the reading operation, but only one processor can write at a time in the global memory. So in order to handle this read and write conflict, we have three types of PRAM model. The first one is your EREW, CREW and CRCW. EREW means exclusive read and exclusive write, and here it acts as a sequential computer. Only one processor will get activated and only one processor will read the value, and that processor will only write into the global memory. The next model is your CREW. It means concurrent read and exclusive write. More than one processor can read from the global memory, but only one processor is allowed to write it in the global memory. Here the concurrent reading is allowed. The multiple processor may read from the same global memory location during the same instruction step. However, the write conflict is not allowed. Only one processor is allowed to write into the global memory. Here, during a given time, a given step of an algorithm, Arbitrarily means processor can read the value of a cell simultaneously, while at most one processor can write a value into the cell. And the third model is your CRCW. It means the concurrent read and concurrent write. More than one processor can read the value from the cell, and more than one processor can write a value into the cell, but it leads to a write conflict. So in order to handle this write conflict, again we have a three types of CRCW model, and they are the common, arbitrary and priority. The common CRCW means all the processor concurrently write into the same global address must be writing the same value. It means that all the processors who wants to write it in the global memory will write simultaneously, but the condition is that they all have to write the same value. If they are going to write different values, then the common model will not work. All the processor have to write the same value, but they may write at the different same global, they have to write into the same global address, and the value must be the same. In the second model, we have a arbitrary model. What is this arbitrary model? Here, the multiple processor concurrently write to the same global address. One of the competing process is arbitrarily chosen as the winner, and its value is written. Among all the chosen processor, one processor will be allowed to write into the global memory, and that processor is considered as a winner. And the third model is the priority model. Here, among all the processor, we provide a priority to the processors, and according to that priority, they are able to write into the global memory. If more than one processor wants to write it in the global memory, then according to their priority, they will write it. And the processor with the lowest index gets the first priority to write it in the global memory. Now let's talk about the relative strength of the model. Here the EREW, as it acts as a sequential computer, so it is the weakest model. If we compare the EREW with the CREW, it means the concurrent read and exclusive write. A CREW PRAM can execute any EREW PRAM algorithm in the same time. This is obvious as the concurrent read facility is not used. Similarly, a CRCW PRAM can execute any EREW PRAM algorithm in the same amount of time. And the priority model is the strongest one. Why the priority model is considered as the strongest one? Because here any algorithm which is designed for the common PRAM model will execute in the same time complexity as in the arbitrary or priority PRAM model. If the processor writing to the same location write the same value, choosing an arbitrary processor could cause the same result. Why in summary, why CRCW is the strongest one? Because all the other algorithms, the time complexity taken by the other model like EREW or CREW, the priority PRAM will take the same amount of time to execute this type of algorithm. Also, it produces the same result when the processor with the lowest index is chosen as the winner. The priority PRAM model is the stronger than the EREW PRAM model. An algorithm to solve a problem on the EREW PRAM can have higher time complexity than an algorithm solving the same problem on the priority PRAM model. In the EW and EREW, the time complexity will be higher. But in CRC